I am Eric Payne. Good afternoon, y'all, everybody. Today, time is 1:30 p.m. On Tuesday, June 14th, 2016. First, before I begin, and I'm gonna be who I am. I am who I am. Okay. Um, Today is June 14th, 2016. Today is United States Army's birthday. Happy birthday to the United States Army. Happy birthday to everyone that's in the United States Army, and all that are celebrating and bringing recognition to the United States Army on this very day. Also, I want to number one, I'll be very clear about who I am. I am Eric Payne. I am Eric Payne of Society Gone Unchecked, Inc., my organization. I'm on YouTube under Eric Payne, Society Gone Unchecked. Also, I am Eric Payne. That I am a 20-year United States Army honorably retired veteran, war veteran, right leg amputee, as you can see, in a wheelchair, of sound mind and body. I love my country and our way of life. Okay. Also, that I am a certified Homeland Security investigator, former. I am a mentor, role model to my sons, and I believe in defending freedom, and I don't like anyone that steals freedom. Okay, I'll just simply tell you that. Also, I want to just say this. Okay, thank you, Mr. President Barack Obama, leader of the armed forces of the United States of America and our country and our way of life. I watched you today, sir, and I've been watching you for 8 years. First black president of the United States, no scandal, no problems, okay? But that I sit back and I just cannot believe for 1 minute, in light of, number one, all of the attacks that are going on by way of these guns throughout the United States of America, that we have more guns, we own more guns than any other country, okay? And in light of all these attacks, okay, that everyone wants to jump on the attack that's supposed to be from, quote, radical Islam, if you will. That everyone wants to attack Islam. Meanwhile, all these Americans throughout that I've been watching, and I watch the news, from all these school shootings, all these daggone attacks in our communities and stuff like that. People that are withholding information of knowing of citizens that own guns, that no one is really looking at the background. There's no background check. The same rifles used by the American citizen who was born and raised in New York, okay, who killed those 50, who was supposed to kill 50 people, which that comes into question as well. And we'll just say that 50 people died, okay, in Florida, in Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida. Okay? And I'll just simply tell you this, stop with the racial overtone, stop with the attack on religion, on different races, okay? Stop. And right now, for all American citizens out there, okay, who will sit back in the privacy of their own homes, complaining, okay, and pointing fingers at the president of the United States and their leaders, okay, as far and when I say leaders, the generals up there in the Defense Department, okay, his national security advisors, who are giving him advice, okay, of making decisions, and that we have killed so many terrorists, okay, abroad, okay, it's unbelievable that we killed so many terrorists, okay, to include Bin Laden, all right, that this president has attacked terrorism from Africa, throughout Libya, throughout everywhere, Afghanistan, Iraq, and it's on point all the time. Stop watching news, especially at Fox News. You can almost tell, okay, that they're not of the American way. And when you see people that are on this particular channel, Fox News, who attacks anything, nothing good to say about the president, okay, this particular Fox News channel, all right, that they're not of the American way. You have also, I'm going to bring your attention, okay, to some issues. Stop sitting back right now. If you go and you turn your attention to BBC News and go online, look at your historical data, start reading some books, okay? It's very important that we defend freedom and our way of life. Come on. Don't you all like to be able to walk down the street? Don't you like the freedoms that we have, the liberties that we so enjoy, okay? I know that you do, all right? There is no country better than the United States of America. We are second to none, okay? We have situations in our society right now, okay, that made me initiate my own organization because I defended freedom in the United States Army for 20 years, okay, and I believe in our way of life. I believe in what we do as men and women in uniform, okay, of the armed forces, that we defend freedom, okay. We are highly motivated, extremely dedicated. We are professionals. We are educated. By way of training, by way of college, okay, we are experienced, okay, not necessarily by way of defending our freedom, by way of war zones and stuff like that, combat, but we're also smart that we use our minds. That every war all the time, a lot of times in situations, I can give you some examples that you don't have to pick up your fist and fight. You don't even need your weapon. It's called the art, it's called the art and science of persuasion. Okay, you have to be smart. If it's just you, a lot of times, for example, and you're surrounded by about 15 people, okay, 15 enemies, okay. Sometimes you have to talk your way out of it. Sometimes you have to use what they call psychological operations, a psychological effect. You'd be surprised at the strength of the mind. What a person can say that can affect your mind, body, and soul. Okay? You'd be surprised at how words can break down your psyche to the point and incite you into so much fear that you can't even operate. Okay? I'm telling you right now, okay, to all the daggone leaders in the Senate and in the Congress, okay, and especially this person I'm going to mention later, okay, who's running for office of the Republican Party, who just simply think that it's okay to send people into these daggone war zones, okay, and that we defend. We first. We're gonna defend ourselves. This and that, okay. I know you got a son that's 37 years old, sir. Okay, he's a little old for the military, but you have children, okay, and family that can clearly go down and sign up, okay, to defend freedom, just like I have. And a lot of our service men and women throughout the United States of America fighting freedom and war and peace, okay, here and abroad. All right? I will simply tell you, Mr. President, as I said in one of my videos, okay, I think around October last year, I've been making posts. I post things on YouTube, Facebook, as well as LinkedIn, Google Plus, Instagram, and Twitter, okay? I am passion driven, okay? I'm not making not one penny. Yes, I did have started an organization. I'm making not one penny, okay? I sit back. I don't just watch the news and formulate an opinion. I watch the news. I read books. I look at historical data. I look at, I definitely look at statements made by professionals that people I've identified as professionals, okay, by way of the FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, National Security historians, okay, as well as armed forces veterans, past, and present, okay, that defended freedom, okay, honorably. I also look on websites for information gathered of people that put in the work, okay, watching certain locations, for example. Probably just sit back watching a certain individual for so long and have made statements after capture of certain individuals, okay? I look at responses. I look at a lot of things. I look at situational circumstances, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is that as an armed forces veteran, okay, of 20 years, war veteran, okay, I'm highly motivated, extremely dedicated, okay, and was never afraid and believed in all the duties and responsibilities that I was given, the task, conditions, and standards, okay, needed, okay, to affect the mission. I will tell you right now, okay, men and women in the armed forces that we are brave, we are courageous, okay, but no one wants to leave their family, their children, and go off to a war zones, but we will. We will, time and time again. I retired of the United States Armed Forces right now, okay, with a right leg amputee, okay, and cannot be called back for duty. But I'll tell you right now, I am doing my duty as a citizen of the United States of America, this country I love, okay, that I believe in. I believe in our freedom. I'm telling you right now, if you care about this country, if you care about our freedom, if you care about that very daggone mansion that you probably sitting in right now, if you care about that daggone Cadillac or that daggone F-150 that you drive down the street right now, okay? If you care, if you're looking left and you see, look at your 18-year-old son, okay, or your daughter, and you love them so dearly, all right? Or that you sit back and you look at your business, okay, that you own, that you operate, okay, and that you see and that you care about those daggone veterans, okay, that have served their country and have served in the capacity of some of your daggone Fortune 500 companies, or in law enforcement, or the FBI, or as judges and lawyers in this country, okay, that you care about your life and you value freedom, that you like to go to the beach, that you like your days off, that you like that you have a job, okay, and you don't have anybody just bust up in your house, okay, illegally, okay, and be able to do what you want, okay, that you have freedom. This is a democracy, all right, that you respect people that fought for freedom, okay, people that have done, put in the work in defense of freedom, in defense of women, children, okay, the homeless, the elderly, the veterans, okay. I'm just simply telling you, all right, value the freedom that you so have right now, all right. And I will tell you right now, support your president, support President Obama, okay. And for all you all out there, especially the Republican Party and anybody that's supporting that Donald Trump, all right. And I don't take it. This is not personal. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not racist. I'm not discriminative. I'm simply telling you right now, if you are of the good people of the world, okay, I will tell you right now, okay, this is not a political statement. I'm not going to say again who I voted for. You go look at my videos and you'll know who I voted for, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, very simple. It is a Democratic Party, and she's going to do a good job. I'm telling you right now, I have done my historical data. I've done my homework. I have references on to what I'm doing right now. I was over there on my shorts, in my t-shirt, listening to music, okay? Writing letters, talking to my lady friend, okay, Rose O, all right? Talking to my neighbor down the street or whatever, all right? And I'm simply telling you that I'm watching speeches, looking at statements made of historical data, okay, from everybody. Not just black, just not my race, black people, not just white people, but of Native Americans, okay, of different races and heritages and religions, of the Muslims, okay, and the daggone Christians, but also of gay and lesbian community, okay, and I'm telling you right now, my condolences, my heartfelt condolences, okay, to the men and women and the families, okay, and the victims of the murder that took place by an American down in Florida in the Pulse nightclub. My condolences to you and your family, that you get God, allow God to lead the way, help lead the way in your life from this point forward, okay? And I call on all Americans of this great nation, okay, that you're resident, that you're here, all right, that you support the armed forces veterans, that you support first responders, okay, that you see, that you listen, you pay attention, okay, because I'm telling you right now, ISIS started out as Americans. There are a lot of anti-government Americans here in the United States of America. There are a lot of Americans that don't like us. Yes, they don't like us. and our way of life. And when I say us, I'm talking about us, Americans. I'm not talking about no particular race. United States of America, United States Army, United States Air Force, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, United States Coast Guard, United States Army Reserve, United States National Guard, um, as well as the U.S. Coast Guard, United States Coast Guard. Okay, you are also the United States Air Guard. All right, I'm pretty sure I covered almost. I pretty much covered everybody. I am telling you right now, if you care about defending freedom, and believe me, the only reason you don't have a lot of armed forces veterans doing what I'm doing right now because when you're in uniform with active duty, okay, you're not allowed to make these kind of statements that I'm making right now. Okay, but believe me, okay, I spent 20 years in the United States Army defending freedom. I am the ultimate leader. Okay, I am never afraid of duties and responsibilities as we are. Okay, we defend freedom. We know we are disciplined. We know what our roles are. Okay, and when it's time to jump into action, you know what? You may have some young ones that have doubt. I'm telling you right now. Okay, make no bones about it. We will defend freedom always. Okay, always and forever. Do not sit back and disrespect us. Okay, as armed service veterans, men and women in uniform. Okay, past, present, and future. Unless you sit back right now, ready to deploy all your children, okay, your grandchildren, your families, okay, to some of these war zones, okay, in defense of freedom, then I suggest you support your President of the United States of America, support your armed services, okay, defend freedom. Do not let people like Donald Trump, some of these people in the Republican Party, and whoever else, maybe the Democratic Party, if there's a doubt, okay, or anybody, progressives, people that call themselves independents, okay, that sit back and want to criticize people that are in position of power that are on point, making decisions on what to do about people, these different organizations, these different people that want to take away, take away our freedoms and challenge our very way of life, okay, of a democracy we live in currently today. All right. There are a lot of smart people out here. There are a lot of genius out here. There are a lot of people that want to protect and serve that can't, okay, because of medical conditions, because of law violations. I challenge all parents out there. Graduation is taking place right now, okay. A lot of you college students that owe student loans, the United States Army will pay back your student loans, okay. You'll start making about $1,500 a month. You got to pay that one bill, cover medical and dental. I am telling you right now that can still pursue higher education through different colleges within the United States Army and the armed forces, okay? That we are people too. We have families, we have children. And I'll tell you right now, shout out to the special forces of the United States Army and the armed forces, okay, of all services, I know you're on point. I know that you're doing that. You're up there beyond the front. That you're serving these other countries, okay, behind enemy lines. All right, doing what needs to be done in defense of freedom. Okay, and I call on all our lawmakers, our senators, congressmen, and president of the United States to be careful. And we know that leadership principle that we deploy our units in accordance with its capabilities. Okay, and I'll simply tell you right now, set the example. Always set the example, okay? And I'm telling you, I don't sit back. This is not a political move by me whatsoever. Anybody that know me know that I love you. Excuse me. Know that I love the United States Army and the United States of America and our way of life, okay? I do not like a person in a leadership position, okay, that does not have values, does not lead from the front, does not know what they're doing, but that's going to sit back and do it for the money. Okay? I will tell you right now, I will not position myself ever. I will never sell out my country